on the yoga mat on our hands and knees for child's pose, and we're going to quiet our mind for just a moment. So come down onto your hands and your knees, and then from here touch your big toes together and separate your knees. Sit your hips onto your heels if possible. If not, you can wedge something in between your hamstrings and your calves, such as a folded yoga blanket, to help your hips to rest on something if you're not quite flexible enough for your hips to touch your heels quite yet. Once you're settled with your legs, relax your torso over your thighs. Bring your forehead to the floor. Reach your arms out in front of you. Close your eyes for a moment. Begin to deepen your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Come inward for a few deep breaths. Come up onto your hands and your knees. And bring your knees hips distance apart. Flat back, neutral spine, looking down. And from here we'll move through a few cat and cow stretches just to warm ourselves up. So take an inhale. You can use your feet or not. Feel free to do either one. Inhale, tuck your toes if you wish. Arch your back looking up and forward. Spread your shoulders wide apart. Exhale, untuck the toes. Curve your spine in the opposite way, looking back towards your thighs for cat pose. Inhale, come to your cow. Exhale, come back to your cat pose. And I'll leave you now to move on your own timing. With each inhale that you take, come back here to your cow pose. And with each exhale that you take, come back to the cat pose. And come to a flat back, neutral spine. And then from here, we'll initiate the core just a bit with a tricky cat. That's what I heard someone called it in my yoga teacher training back several years ago. They called it tricky cat, so I thought that was cute and I wanted to keep it. So straighten your right leg out behind you, flex your right foot. Your weight is on your left leg, obviously, and your toes are facing the ceiling. Your heel is facing the ceiling, your toes are facing the floor. And then once your leg is settled, you can reach your left arm out in front of you, palm facing the center line of your body, and you're reaching in opposite directions. Your hand is reaching forward, your heel is reaching backwards. Now just hold here, and if you come out of this pose, if you fall, just come right back to it whenever you're ready, and hold for a moment. And bring your hand down, bring your knee down, and we'll switch sides. Straighten the left leg out behind you, flex the foot, heel facing the ceiling, toes are facing the ground. Once your leg is settled, reach your right arm out in front of you this time, palm facing in the center. Reach energy out in opposite directions from your hand to your heel. And once you're settled here, balance and hold. And place your hand down, place your knee down. From here, we'll move straight into a plank pose. So straighten your legs out one at a time, coming onto the balls of your feet. Your legs are straight and energized. You're up on your hands, looking down towards the ground in the center. And your body is in one straight line from your head all the way down your spine, down the backs of your legs to your heels. We're just going to hold here and breathe. And on your next exhale through the nose, lift your hips up and back. And to move your legs, alternate bending and straightening. We're coming into a downward facing dog, adding some movement just to warm the legs and hips up a little bit before we hold the pose. And come to stillness in your downward facing dog for a moment. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now from here, we'll be coming into three-legged downward facing dog. So shift your weight onto your left foot, raise your right foot up behind you, straighten that leg. We're keeping the foot flexed for a moment as we're in three-legged dog. Heel facing the ceiling, toes are facing the ground. From here, we'll take that knee, bend it in towards the nose, slightly shifting your weight forward onto the hands. And then on your next inhale through the nose, straighten your leg back up into three-legged dog. So we're coming to the center first, straightening it back. And then on your next exhale, bring the right knee in towards the right elbow. And inhale, three-legged dog. Now we'll come into our twist. Take an exhale, knee towards the left elbow. Three-legged dog on the inhale. We'll repeat that cycle, center, right, and left. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the leg up. And then exhale, twist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Continue to move on your own timing and your own breathing. Center, right, and left. And set the foot down. Coming back into three-legged dog. Give your arms a rest for a moment. Drop your knees down. You can sit onto your heels, sit up. Breathe through the nose. And from here, we'll come back into our downward dog and take that sequence on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. And then on an exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And we'll repeat that on your own timing, just as we did on the other side. And from here, set the foot down, back onto your yoga mat in downward facing dog. If you'd like another break, drop your knees down, sit onto your heels for a moment. Breathe here. And we'll take one more exercise for this particular sequence. There are plenty others that you can do for your core that are yoga inspired, but for now we're just going to take one more. So from here we'll take a modified Navasana. So we're sitting on the two sits bones at the bottom of the pelvis. Bring your torso back on the diagonal. You can hold onto your legs for now. So you've created a V shape kind of from your torso and your legs. And then you're going to take that one step further and bring the shins up so that they're parallel to the ground. This is a modified boat pose, also known as Navasana. Once you're settled here in this V shape, you can release your arms forward. And then from there, we're going to take it one step further and bring the arms back behind the head. Now we're just going to twist, bringing your right knee towards your left elbow, and then come back to center. Twist again, opposite side, come back to center. We'll just move through right and left, right center, left center, and continue to move for about 8 to 10 repetitions. And slowly come back to center, cross your shins, sit up tall, and exhale, come to a forward fold. Reach your arms out in front of you, look down, feel a stretch in the glutes, hamstrings, low back. Breathe here for a moment. And slowly come back up to a seated position, and you can use that as a circuit. So as they do in HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training, that's what HIIT stands for if you're unfamiliar, you can repeat that whole entire sequence with the plank, downward facing dog, ab curls, and modified Navasana. You can repeat that about 3 to 4 rounds. So if you're just looking for an ab workout, so you can definitely use this as a circuit for your high intensity interval training, specifically targeting your abs and core. So I hope you enjoyed that one.